Right. It's always good when you can hear yourself, isn't it? Okay, can you can you hear me all right? It's on mute, is it? What's going on here then? One, two. How's that? You can hear me now? Hear you now. I mean, I didn't press anything, so I don't know what happened. Yeah. How are you doing? Welcome to the pub quiz channel. What we're doing? We're on a Friday night. We're creeping up to about 24, so not too bad. Not too bad. Yes. Pretty miserable weather outside. I don't know what it's like where you are, but it's Luigi, is it still echoey? Is it still echoey now? Because it shouldn't be. Can turn that down. But let me know if we're still. Thanks, Bazza. Yeah, extremely windy, and weather's not great either. Fucking hell! I swear she fucking knows. But yeah, no echo for Barry. Have you turned it to the right setting? How are we all doing? I hope you're doing all right. We've got the dishwasher is on, and it's nearing the end of its cycle, so there's every chance it could go off. I'm thinking about half an hour, so I'll have a little kitchen disco. All those that didn't manage to make it, you can tell them there was a kitchen disco. Now, this leaderboard for Friday, I don't know what's happened here. I know what you're thinking. I've fucked it up again. I haven't fucked it up. I just can't seem to find the Google form for episode 2, which is the last Friday quiz that we did. Very strange. I can follow the link underneath the stream, but for some reason I don't have it in my Google Docs, which is really weird. So I need to do a little bit more digging to find that. So hence why you will not see the leaderboard. But what we are going to do from now on, because it's getting a little bit confusing with the two, is we're just going to have the one leaderboard, it will work out pretty well, I think, because good old Barry did like an average, so that we will have an average league, and we'll have the kind of like all-time kind of league. So there'll be those two leagues, and they should work fine. You know, if you're only doing one a week, then your averages should kind of like work out that way. So I hope that's all right with you guys. But there we go. Right. Barry, I don't need tech support. Thank you very much. So it's a Google Sheet. Where can a Google Sheet go other than in your Google Docs? It's weird. I've got episode 1, episode 3, episode 4, and episode 5. I definitely did a Google Sheet for episode 2, but for some reason it's gone. There we go. Right. What do you do? What do you do on a Friday and a Wednesday night? You do that. All right. We prefer that up at the top, MONZO. But if you have a shit time trying to get onto all MONZO, then by all means add to Jeff Bezos's wealth and keep giving him about 30% of every pound that you chip in. Either works. But yeah, the top one's better. So please do, if you can afford it. We're going to try and keep this quiz free. But yeah, so if you can afford it, stick it up there. And that'd be much, much appreciated. Clarissa and Marie have already chipped in. They are always first off the mark with the old paying their dues. But there we go. Yeah, Soph is pottering very early tonight. Very early. She wanted to get it out of the way and then potentially have an early night. So there we go. Right. If there's anyone new joining us... then the rules are don't put the answers in the comments section. Just write them on your sheets, please. I'll mention about Banker and Joker if I remember at the halfway stage. You guys all know what's going on. But if you are new, if you just dipped in and you're gone, what the fuck is this? This is incredible. He's in the corner of his kitchen doing a quiz. I need to subscribe me to this channel. If that's you, give us a little wave in the comment section, and we'll explain what this is all about, and we'll try not to talk about knobs and fannies and arses and fisting too much. We'll try. Sometimes we get onto barcodes. We go hell for leather on barcodes. You just never know. You never know. It's going to be interesting what we get into tonight. I'm just going to turn down that because I'm already getting a migraine from the fucking ring light. Here we go. Hey! Oh, look at that. Nice little sound effect that, isn't it? Who's that then? That's Gemma Simcock. Gemma, what are you doing there? Thank you very much. Just needs a little more of a pump. So, hey, whoa, Kerry Schreiber's early doors, isn't she? She's usually finishing off a G&T before she... Wait, so Jane Ashton, thank you very much. What a nice... I hope you're getting that. Yeah. If you didn't join us on Wednesday night, so basically Stacey Millard, Barry Simcock, and Gemma Simcock, and potentially Jane Ashton. If you didn't join us Wednesday, we tested out a few things, and we censored Clarissa. We censored her. Well, I gave her a timeout. So just to let you know, if you do start to kick off and you're not happy about the quality of the questions, then I can censor you and turn you off for about what was it, 300 seconds? Yeah, and there's other things I can take more drastic action if needs be, and we haven't tried that out yet. So watch this space. Right, what we've got tonight. We've got the return of Secret Steve. And listen, not only have we got the return of Secret Steve, but Secret Steve has only gone and chucked in his thingamabob pedal. What's that called? The repeater thing. What's that called, Soph? A loop pedal. Secret Steve has got a freaking loop pedal on tonight. So that's exciting. And we also have a theme tune. We have a theme tune for Secret Steve. Yeah, and I'm rather proud of it. I made it myself for you guys. So there we go. Let's kick off. Let's kick off our quiz this week with a general knowledge round. Obviously, first dibs is the old general knowledge round. I'm going to start with question 1 because it makes sense to just start at question 1. Otherwise, if I start on question like say 9, we're never going to know where we are. What is the only country whose name doesn't appear on its postage stamps? That's question number 1. What's the only country whose name doesn't appear on its postage stamps? That's question number 1. Yeah, Dominic Schreiber, thanks for chipping in there. Have Dan and Victoria reviewed the questions? Sadly, not tonight. We didn't have time, but I did make a rather horrendous mistake on Wednesday. Mel Cateets. Ah, fucking hell. You getting? Is that Steve? Is Steve in? Oh, I can't see Steve yet. Melkateets. But that's a good one. Because not immediately obvious. Oh, Leanne, who used to be luscious. What happened, Leanne? What happened? I think it's still pretty luscious to me and to everybody here. I don't start any of that nonsense. But thanks for chipping in. Music to my ears. That little sack of cash dropping. Right, question number 2. What's the Cockney rhyming slang for piano? What's the Cockney rhyming slang for piano? That's question number 2. Ooh, Lorraine's choice, that one. Lorraine! Saucy Lorraine! Oh dear. Well, you did well, Lorraine. I'm telling you now. Yeah, Clarissa was the guinea pig when it came to the old. She's been blocked for swearing, so she had to get a little bit creative on the spelling of some of her cusses, shall we say. Question number 3: what key is at the top left of most standard keyboards? It's here, but I'm not showing you. Most of you are probably looking at keyboards, so it's a terrible question, but if you are, it's almost like a joker, isn't it? Yeah, so there we go. Question number 3: what key is at the top left of most standard keyboards? Clarissa is having a nightmare. Maybe it's because you're a repeat offender, Clarissa. Maybe that's what it is. It censored the blimmin' word Cockney. Oh. Dave Godfrey's subscribed to the channel, which is rather, I mean, you know, don't know what time you call this, Dave. We're only on episode 5, mate. Crafty Craig. I absolutely understand what you're saying there. About not all keyboards being the same, actually. But that's why it says most. Because I think, can we agree, most in the world have a particular key on the top left. Question number 4. Craven Cottage is the home to which English football club? Craven Cottage is the home to which English football club? That's question 4. I mean, oh dear. Dave's chipping in with the old question suggestions. Yeah, like it. Like it. This is a problem, you see, when I say this is your channel, people. You've paid for it. That's the problem. Everyone thinks they can chip in. Pipe down, Dave. Right, question number 5. Oh, got to move me. Question number 5. In 79 AD, the city of Pompeii was destroyed after an eruption from which volcano? Question 5. In 79 AD, the city of Pompeii was destroyed after an eruption from which volcano? Now, I've just seen a little. So here's one for you. My best mate forgot about an ACCA bet that he had on, right? So he sends me a message. He put this bet on at the beginning of the season. It was a 5 ACCA bet. It was Celtic to win the league, Liverpool to win their league, Leeds to win their league, PSG to win the Champions League, and Sevilla to win the Europa League. Now, all of them have happened apart from PSG Sevilla, which I believe is happening tonight. Anyway, he put a fiver on. Possible win of £10,000, but the cash out before the Sevilla game was £1,500. What would you do? What would you do? I know what I would do, and I told him what I'd do. You got to go for it. When do you get another chance to win? Like two games away to win £10,000. Is £1,500 going to change your life? Is it? Maybe it is for some, and that's fine. But what do you think? What would you do? And I'll tell you in a bit what he did. All right, that's question number 5, and it's general knowledge, and that means that we are done with our first 5. Why is Dave just shouting pub? Has he had enough? Is he off? We move to our second round. Go for it. It's only a 5 that you lost. Exactly, Dave. It's only a 5 that you've lost. He cashed out. He cashed out £1,500. It's £1,500, and then he put £250 on Sevilla to win that competition, and then £250 on PSG to win the other competition, and he might win 3-4 grand. I was like, now you have lost money, because you literally had that money in your bank account, and you've gone and put £500 on another bet. There you go. Trivia pyramid. I think we know how this works, don't we? Let me remind myself. So the first question. Let me have a look. Yeah. So the way Trivia Pyramid works is that the first question in this round is 1 point and worth one answer and worth 1 point. The second one is worth 2 and is 2 answers. 3, 4, 5. Okay, you get the gist and you will understand as we go along. Okay, so the first question in this round, question 6: which tube line runs at the deepest below street level? Question number 6: which tube line runs at the deepest below street level? I don't know if that means it was one of the first to be built. I don't know. Well, there we go. That's question number 6. And I'll tell you what, let's do our mate Steve a little video. All right, Steve, how you doing? Oh, that's no good. Babe, you can see I just saw my pants.
Well, they're yours, not mine.
But yeah, I didn't hang them there, did I?
Do you want me to do that?
I mean, that's so embarrassing. There she is. Put her in. Hi, Soph, Louise says.
Hi, Louise.
Oh, Louise is... So Louise got you the rum in there. Spiced rum.
Okay.
And she says it's the best spiced rum in the world.
I'll save it for a special occasion.
But do you want to show them what you're going for? Lou, I think you've been dissed. Going for the gin. Sue's gin. Am I getting more?
That's what you went drinking.
No. Thought I went drinking.
Do you want one?
No, it's alright, I'll make myself one. Right, question number 2. In the TV series The X-Files, what were the first names of Mulder and Scully? That's question number 7. Let's do this little video for Steve-O. Right, Steve-O, we are actually live on YouTube right now, and I just told all the people doing the quiz about your bet. It didn't go down well. They all think you're a total bell end. So if Sevilla do win tonight, you've only yourself to blame. And as Dave Godfrey, a man that I hold in high regard, has just said to me, you would have only lost a £5. Well, there we go. Good luck. Unbelievable. One of these days. When I get enough donations, guys, I'm going to have my own studio. Question number 8. In World War One, which 3 countries made up the Triple Entente? Is that right, Dominic? Is that how I pronounce it? In World War One, which 3 countries made up the Triple Entente? Dave Godfrey, ain't that the truth? Have you seen Sex Education on Netflix? Yeah. If you haven't, watch it. It's very good. Have we got anybody in from Oldham, Pendle or Blackburn? Because they've just been locked down, haven't they? Barry, did you literally hear all of that? Like the ice, the can opening. You heard it all, I take it. Question number 9. Okay, here we go. Name the 4 musketeers. Name the 4 musketeers. That's question number 9. Oh, here we go. We're on the old Kraken again. Well, that's good. It's good to know that the mic works. It is. Okay, so worth 15 points this round. Okay. So your final question is a 5-pointer. There we go. Which 5 US states have a Pacific coast? A specific coast. Pacific and specific. I love it when people say Pacific instead of specific. That's funny. Which 5 US states have a Pacific coast? Oh, you've had a Nepalese spiced rum, Kerry. Is that right? Bloody Nora. That is a cracker. That is a great thing. That is a great kind of tradition to keep up. That your brother gets you one, brother-in-law gets you one that you've never had before. I love those kind of traditions. Excuse me, I've got a very itchy nose. I don't know what's going on. All right, so there we go. That's your trivia pyramid. Question 6 is which tube line runs at the deepest level, deepest below street level. Question 7 is in the TV show The X-Files. What were the names of Mulder and Scully? Question 8 in World War One, which 3 countries made up the Triple Entente? Question 9, name the 4 Musketeers. And question 10, which 5 US states have a Pacific coast? That is question number 10. There's 15 points available there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in succession. Okay, it is time. Turn up your TVs. It is time for Secret Steve's music round. And as ever, what I want from you is I want the name of the artist and the name of the song. Okay? And I think it's quite tricky this week. There's some absolute nailed on ones in there, but there's a couple that are tricky. Which is good. So I don't know if Steve's in tonight, but if he is, thanks, Steve. And just so you guys know, and I think it's important to kind of like share that me and Steve have come to an agreement, and he's being remunerated for these. It's not a huge amount, but I think people need to be paid for the work that they do. So he's getting a little bit of a ka-ching for each of these, and we'll be moving forward. Oh sugar, that nearly screwed it up. I had all the answers just open. Let me just turn them all off. Okay, so here we go.
Secret Steve, 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 Secret Steve.
Okay. How good is that jingle? Yeah, I have to say, I got into a little bit of a hole of, I wasn't going to do it today, but I don't know, I just got into a little bit of a moment, which meant that the entire day was very, very rushed because it wasn't on my agenda to make a jingle. But glad you like it, and I think it's a keeper. And Steve's keen as well. I'm gonna give you that all one more time, okay? So we won't have it again later. We'll just get it all out of the way now. You can have another little listen, and also you can have another listen to that jingle. So here we go.
Secret Steve, 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 Secret Steve.
Okay, there you go. Fabulous round this week, and thank you very, very much, Secret Steve. Very much appreciated. Okay, that's round 3 done. That's our music round. We're going to move to our final round of the first half. And I think what I've done here is I think I've numbered them incorrectly. I knew that would happen. Which might mean that they're all numbered incorrectly from here on in, which is great news. I'll tell you what. Let's move to science and nature. And I'll sort that out in a sec. Science and nature is question number 16, our first one. Is true or false? Baby elephants suck their trunks for comfort. Baby elephants suck their trunks for comfort. Is that true or is that false? Indeed, Dom. Indeed, they wouldn't. Well, they would. They'd let it happen. And then they'd berate me and destroy me for it. At every opportunity. Which is completely fair enough. Just to keep you an update on the old football match, it's Sevilla 2, Inter Milan 2. So it's quite an exciting game. Now imagine if you had £10,000 at stake and you were watching this game. It would be the greatest game you've ever seen in your life. And also the worst at the same time. Steve Jones. Steve Jones thinks Secret Steve is Seasick Steve. Ooh. We've got a better Steve. We've got a better Steve. Right, question. That was question 16. Question 17 is what animal can go before shark, frog, and finch? What animal can go before shark, frog, and finch? There we go. That's question number 17. Yeah, you got to love C6 Steve, haven't you? Seen him a couple of times at festivals. I haven't gone out of my way, but he was there. Clarissa, don't get too excited. I think pretty much everybody on the planet is going to know this question 17, even my 3-year-old. So, you know... Question 18. Which number on the pH scale is neutral? Question 18. Which number on the pH scale is neutral? That's question number 18. Here we go. What time are we on? 8:38, and we've had the first mention of fisting. Barry and Gemma, if you're wondering what's going on, well, apparently when I met up with the gang on Saturday, there was talk of fisting, and nobody can remember. Only Dan and Victoria can remember the conversation. Nobody else can. So we were slightly concerned that she remembered something that wasn't part of our night, and then rather embarrassingly shared it on the interweb. So, I mean, you know, she's absent tonight, so she can't defend herself. Neither of them can. But I think we all have a fair idea. A lot was drunk that night. No, you see, Clarissa doesn't recall it. Question 19. The MMR vaccine protects against which 3 diseases? And you need all 3 for 1 point. Okay. Question 19. The MMR vaccine protects against which 3 diseases? And you need all 3 of them for 1 point. There you go. Now, don't forget, guys and girls, if you can hit the thumbs up at the bottom of the stream, it really helps us. It's good. We're on about 55 subscribers, which is fucking pathetic. So, we need to push. Might be a little bit late getting to the old online virtual quizzes, but we ain't gonna stop trying. Question 20. Which scientist's law, third law, We don't want the other two. We don't want 1 and 2. Everybody knows 1 and 2. 3 is the tricky one. Which scientist's third law states every action has an equal and opposite reaction? Question 20. Which scientist's third law states every action has an equal and opposite reaction? It's question 20. Barry, the pink hair thing, we did it Wednesday. It's not happening, bruv. It's not happening. All right, so that is question 20. So it's kind of like shouting into the wind a little bit. But bankers and jokers. For the banker, it's the answer you are 100% certain of. So make sure you write the word banker next to that one answer in this first half. And if you are indeed correct, I will give you 3 points for that. Okay, so remember it's 3 points in total, not 3 plus the 1. The joker is a free point. Put the word joker anywhere you like. You are guaranteed a point. So that is a free point for your joker in the first half and in the second half. And you have a banker in the first half and a banker in the second half. Don't say I don't ever give you anything. Okay. Round number 5. Right, there we are. Sorry about that. Remember when we were on Facebook Live and I used to just have to turn it off and on. Now I can figure it out. Now I can figure out actually what was wrong. Not as quick as I would like, but there we go. And you know what, Martin Ralph? What a moment to pipe up on your first comment, which I believe it is your first comment. But beautiful timing, talking about Del Boy Trotter, a bit of a cowboy, and then me just fumbling around trying to figure out how to make this thing work. So there we go. Yeah, question 21. What motto links Del Boy Trotter and the SAS? And you didn't hear this, but this is a motto very close to my heart and one I live by, as I'm sure most of you that semi know me via the internet could probably attest to. Right, that's question 21. Question 22, and you had it for ages because it was on the screen, so let's go straight through to question 22. What is the most northerly capital in Europe? What is the most northerly capital in Europe? That's question 22. It's just like, it's odd that the sound thing should have happened then, because I was watching another online quiz today. Just have a look, bit of research, and I think he did about 25 minutes. He was 25 minutes in, and he hadn't realised that his sound was not on for some reason. So he got all the way through to about question 15. So I don't know. I don't know why he wasn't looking at the comments. Surely, maybe nobody was watching. Yeah, there we go. So you guys have got one question. You have to deal with one question. But this guy was like 25 minutes in. All right, question 23. One for foreigners in. Fucking foreigners. 23, in Germany, what is einhandy? I know what it means when Leanne's talking German, but... Question 23, in Germany, what is einhandy? Indeed, Clarissa, something you get behind Ein Bike Shed. Okay, question 24. Quite a fun one, this. I like these kind of questions where you go, oh, that's an interesting fact. I don't know the answer, but I'm looking forward to finding it out. Question 24, which is the only country to host a Summer Olympic Games and not win a gold medal? Which is the only country to host a Summer Olympic Games and not win a gold medal? Give us a little old wave if you think you've got that. I was like, I know that. That's one of those pieces of information that I've managed to retain. because it's quite interesting. Okay, let's move on to the final question in this round. Question 25. What four-letter word can be a Greek goddess and a body part? What four-letter word can be a Greek goddess and a body part? That's question 25. It's the last in the Genius round. Now, remember, all of these are worth 2 points each. So you need to remember that when we do the marking. But I will remind you again, because it's kind of my job as ein quizmaster. Okay, let's consider our next move here, and given that I clearly got I got the numbering mixed up, and I did Secret Steve from 11 to 15. I also did Odd One Out 11 to 15, and I did wonder. I had a little panic right there, and I was like, oh, I've not got enough questions, so I wrote another. I wrote another round, and actually. I think it's a bit of a shit round. It's called round 6 is it vegan? So what we're going to do is we're going to ditch is it vegan, and we're going to go to our multiple choice round, but they are numbered incorrectly, so we'll have to remember that. I definitely will not remember, so I will say the number that's on the screen because that's just. Literally the second I finish this explanation, I'm going to completely forget that we're on a different round than we should be. Yeah, you know what? We could do a little bonus round, couldn't we, Barry Simcock? We could just do is it vegan as the. Let's just do multiple choice for now and see how we get on. Now. Very, very simple for this multiple choice round. Here we go. So, which one is the odd one out? Okay, we've got a sign for Welcome to Dundee. We've got what looks like a Christmas scene on B. We've got a fairy, and we've got a garden. Which could be the odd one out there, and why? I want you to tell me why. It's quite important. You need both. To get 1 point, okay? So this is question 26. See? Oh, fucking hell. Pretty good. Oh, fucking hell. Dave and Louise are are having a good night, aren't they? So Louise has got that one, she reckons. We'll have to believe her. Because there's no way knowing. No way of knowing. That is question 26, which is the odd one out and why. We've got a sign for Dundee. That was the dog. I don't know if you heard that. A scene at Christmas. A fairy. And what looks like a garden. There we go. That is question 26. Right, moving on to your next one. Next odd one out. Which is the odd one out here? So we have A, failure. B, underground. C, sorrow. And D, fame. Question 27. Which is the odd one out and why? We've got failure, underground for B, C is sorrow, and D is fame. Which could be the odd one out there. Leanne thinks she's got this one. Yes, good one. The name is on the wrong letter. What do you mean, Dave? All right, so that's question 27. A is failure, B is underground, C sorrow, and D is fame. Which is the odd one out and why, please? Moving to question 28, we have A, starburst, B, Sri Lanka, C, P. Diddy, and D, Notts County. Question 13. You see, I knew I'd do it. Question 28. A is starburst. B is the flag of Sri Lanka. C is P. Diddy. And D is Notts County. Who thinks they've got this one then? All right, one final few seconds for this. Yeah, Louise has got it. Clarissa thinks maybe. Leanne's thumbs up. Kerry thumbs up. Yep, Lorraine's happy. And Craig's had a little guess. So that is A, starburst, B, Sri Lanka, C, P. Diddy, and D, Notts County. There we go. So moving through to your next one. This is question 29. We have A, Phil Collins, B, Peter Capaldi. C is Glenn Close. And D is Oprah Winfrey, which is the odd one out, and why? Question 14. A, Phil Collins. B, Peter Capaldi. C, Glenn Close. D, Oprah Winfrey. Sounds like there's some conferring going on. It's interesting how you can hear things going on whilst you're online. You get that sense as the comments section goes quiet. Question 29, which is the odd one out and why? We have A, Phil Collins, B, Peter Capaldi, C, Glenn Close, and D, Oprah Winfrey. Okay, moving through to our final one. What's this? Which is the odd one out and why? Question A, Wolverhampton Wanderers. B, Swansea City. C is Sheffield United. And D is Barnet. Which is the odd one out and why? This is question 30. A, Wolverhampton Wanderers. B, Swansea City. C, Sheffield United. And D is Barnet. I mean, this kind of round is one of my favourite rounds in Have I Got News For You? So it's one of those that I kind of let's say copied. Oh, here she is, Victoria. She forgot it was quiz night. Oh, Victoria, we've been filling everybody in on the old fisting debacle. We so much so that we made Barry Blush. He's got a new nickname now, Barry Blush. I mean, forgot. Forgot indeed. This reminds me of the early days with Victoria when she used to just like pop in right at the end. You know, she's getting a little bit lax, if I'm completely honest. I think she was late on Wednesday. Question, shut up, Dom. Question 30. A, Wolverhampton Wanderers. B, Swansea City. C, Sheffield United. And D is Barnet. And I do believe that Victoria is just about in time for Kitchen Disco. We're not too far away, I'm pretty sure, on my calculation. But yes, Victoria, I got the numbering wrong. I actually did too many questions tonight. Too many questions. But there we go. Have you tried the tequila? How is it? Victoria, can you say, is there a difference between your supermarket margaritas and your lovely, expensive tequila. Although, to be honest, you know, that tequila's for sipping, really. Right, so we're on a picture round, isn't it? And your first one, question 31. What's his role? What's his role? Oh, good. I'm glad you'll think it's posh tequila. That's good. Probably paid enough for it. That'd be a good little parody song for him, wouldn't it? Like, wasn't it Shane Ward that sang "What's My Goal"? He could sing "What's My Role." It's not a bad Jeremy Corbyn impersonator, to be honest, Louise. It's not bad. Right, that's question 31. Question 32. Which actor is that? Which actor? Now, don't forget, at the end of the quiz, underneath the stream, there will be a little button you click on that says "Show More." You click that button, and it will tell you where to go for the Google form. Okay, so click on that, and I will try and locate that other Google form. But that's where you're going to log your scores, where you're going to log your team name, and all the details are there for you if you want to contribute and donate, and haven't already. Right, that's question 32. Question 33 is, which TV show is this? I think Dave Godfrey is slightly behind everybody else. I think he's one question behind. Dave, can you confirm, did you start the stream late? No extra points, I'm afraid, because I don't know the answers. Right. 34. Name the film. Oh, Stacey's too young to know. Oh no, Victoria, what's the bad news about the house? Have we not... Is it fallen through again? Let us know. That is... Let us know. All right, question 35. You need to solve this. Got to solve that. That. All right, question 36. Another one. Solve that, please. Yeah, God knows what Dave's search history looks like. Tom. Was it just the legs, wasn't it? Was it just the legs? Oh dear. I was a Jessica Rabbit man myself. Okay. Who? It's draining. It's draining. Yes, I remember now, Dom. You can cut the tension with a knife. Question 38, which film? I like to think of this picture like somebody's literally just sliced his knob off and there's just blood flying everywhere. He doesn't know, he's just running. All right. Now this is my kind of thing. Which group? Question 39. Question 40. Your last one. Who wrote it? Who wrote Mary Poppins? It's disco time! Ah, yes. It's been a while, kids. It's been a while. Right. Let's have that. You got 3 minutes on the full picture round. Try not to get distracted by the kitchen disco. Listen, Victoria and Dan, you've got to stick around because when I'm doing the answers, I'm gonna. You've missed Secret Steve's theme tune, so you've got to stick around for that because I'll play that again. What was question 20? Which scientist's third law states every action has an equal and opposite reaction? That's what it was, Lou. You alright, Dave? Me and Barry are worried about you. Still 2-2 in that game, kids. You're welcome, Lou. Listen, listen. If we need a safe word, just let us know. What could Lou's safe word be? Which means we need to go around and help. Yes, I have seen the Fast Show. Mickey Disco. Oh, yeah. Yeah, rings a bell. Right, you got 40 seconds left on this picture round. That flew by. And then it's gone. It's gone for good. I'm going to crack open the purple pens. Arse. All right, last 5 seconds. Last 5 seconds. Yeah, there we go. Right. Let's move to our questions and answers. That is it. Don't forget you got a joker and a banker in the second half. Make sure you use them and use them now. I'll give you just a couple of seconds. Oh, okay, Lou. Noted. Right, okay. Questions and answers just in time for Victoria and Dan to go through this with a fine-tooth comb. Question number 1. What is the only country whose name doesn't appear on postage stamps. The correct answer is the United Kingdom. Right here. Right, so close to you. So close. You almost missed it. Couldn't see the wood for the trees. Question 2. What's the Cockney rhyming slang for a piano? It is an old Joanna. An old Joanna. There we go. It's Lou's. By the way, it's my birthday next Friday. Birthday quiz. Are you going out or what? Are you staying in? Are you quizzing basically? Are we gonna all? Should we all have cake? Let's do that. If you've not got anything better planned, that is. Question 3. What key is at the top of the top left of most standard keyboards? It is escape. There we go. Escape. Question number 4. Craven Cottage is the home to which English football club? We're looking for Fulham. And question number 5. In 79 AD, the city of Pompeii was destroyed after an eruption from which volcano? Vesuvius is the correct answer. So question number 1 was United Kingdom. Question number 2 was Old Joanna. Question number 3 was Escape. Number 4 was Fulham. And number 5 was Vesuvius. Well done if you got that right, that round. Let us know in the comment section how you did on that round. 5 out of 5. Did you use Joker? Did you use a banker? What did you do? Right, Louise, if you're staying in and quizzing, then I think you get your own round. I think that's only fair. Do you not think? So let me know what your specialist subject is, and we'll see what we can do. Right, okay, so we went to the Trivia Pyramid next, and there's 15 points available on the Trivia Pyramid. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And your first question, if I can find it, is which tube line runs at the deepest below street level? The answer was Northern Line. It was 58.5 metres below at Hampstead. It's pretty low. Barry's Peter Simcock. Will you stop trying to hijack Paul Louise's specialist round, please? It's not happening, mate. Question number 2. Fox and Dana were the Christian names of Mulder and Scully. So 2 points available there. Well done if you've got both of those. It was fucking easy. Don't pat yourself on the back too hard. Question number 8. In World War I, which 3 countries made up the Triple Entente? Great Britain, Russia, and France. Great Britain, Russia, and France. A point for each one of those. Well done if you did well in that round. I might have got 2 of those, I think. Question number 9. Name the 4 musketeers. A point for each. Everyone's going to get the first one. D'Artagnan, yeah. Porthos, Aramis, and Athos. I think it was Athos, not Athos. Athos. Didn't he used to drink down Woolpack? Oh no, that were Amos. So let us know how you did on that one. Did you get 4 out of 4 on that? Huh? Did you get 4 out of 4 on that? I might have got 2. I think I got D'Artagnan. I cannot not say D'Artagnan because of the cartoon. It's almost impossible for my brain to manage that. Question 10. 5 points available. Which 5 US states have a Pacific coast? Alaska, California, Hawaii, Oregon, and Washington. There we go. Yeah, a few of you got 4 out of 4 on the old Musketeers. Well done. Yep, thank you, D'Artagnan. Right, there we go. So, then we went to our third round. And yeah, I'll play it. I'll play it once through because Victoria's here, and we may as well. Here we go. Get ready for Secret Steve's brand new intro.
Secret Steve, 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 Secret Steve.
All right, well done. If you did well on that round, let's go through the answers now. Our first one, question 11, was "In the End" by Linkin Park. Question number Victoria. Good, eh? Yeah, freaking fantastic. Question 12 was "Highway to Hell" by AC/DC. So a point for artist and point for song. Question 13 was Party Rock Anthem, LMFAO. Question 14 was Somebody That I Used to Know by Gautier. And question 15 was Sweet Dreams Are Made of This by Eurythmics. Yeah, well done. Well done. If you got that right, that was a fab round. I really enjoyed that. So then we went to science and nature. Our next round was science and nature. What did you get wrong then, Victoria? What do you think you'd got right that you got wrong? Question 16. True or false, baby elephants suck their trunks for comfort? It's true. It's also a terrible question. Question 17. These, yes. Dom, as soon as I said it, I thought that was correct, but sweet dreams are made of these. Yeah. There we go. Well done for getting in before Victoria. Question 17. What animal can go before shark, frog, and finch? It is bull, of course. Bull shark, bullfrog, and bullfinch. Question It's 18. Which number on the pH scale is neutral? It is 7. There we go. Question 18. The answer is 7. Name all 3 diseases that we would be taking an MMR vaccine for. Measles, mumps, and rubella. You needed all 3 to get 1 point. Okay. So there we go. Question 20. Which scientist's third law states every action has an equal and opposite reaction? It was Isaac Newton. Well done if you did well there. Our next round was the Genius round. It's 2 points per question, so make sure you mark accordingly. Our first one is what motto links Del Boy Trotter and the SAS? Who dares wins, Rodders. Who dares wins. Well done. Question 22. What is the most northerly capital city in Europe? It's bloody hell! It's Leeds, isn't it? We're really northern in Leeds. It's not. It's Reykjavik. There we go, Reykjavik. When I said most northern, I didn't mean northernness. I meant, in terms of geography. So I'm sorry if that wasn't, if a few of you got slightly confused there. But in Germany, what is ein Handy? It's a mobile phone, thankfully. It's a mobile phone, ein Handy. Question 24. Which is the only country to host a Summer Olympic Games and not win a medal? A gold medal. It is Canada. It's Canada. Surprising, because I'd never actually heard of the country myself. But there it is. It's obvious that's a country. Question 25. What 4-letter word can be a Greek goddess and a body part? Iris. Iris is the correct answer for question 25. For that knobhead, that one knobhead in about 2 years' time, that puts in the comment section that Canada isn't a country, go fuck yourself. Okay, let's move on to our next round, and it was it was odd one out. It was the odd one out. Don't make me say it, Gemma. If you've never heard of Canada before, then that's not my problem. It's not my problem. Question 26. Which is the odd one out and why? Which is the odd one out and why? We had a sign for Dundee. We had a Christmas scene, a fairy, and a garden. The odd one out is the garden, because all the others are types of cake. Yeah, they're all types of cake, which is making me feel slightly hungry. Anybody eating cake at the moment? I'd quite like some cake. Then we went to question 27. Question 27. Sorry, I'm still struggling with Canada. Oh dear. That will go down in the history of my quiz faux pas, I believe, Canada. Okay, so which is the odd one out and why? We have A, failure, a B, underground, C, sorrow, and D, fame. the correct answer is failure, because all the other ones are hits by David Bowie. Or Bowie. Who says... What are we saying? Bowie or Bowie? There we go. That is the correct answer. Well done if you got that right. Give me a thumbs up if you got that right. I imagine you lot got that right. I mean, for God's sake, if you didn't, you need shooting. I mean, Dave, that doesn't help me. It doesn't help me. You've got to somehow explain the intonation. You can't just say the name with lots of exclamation marks. Question 28 was Starburst, Sri Lanka, P. Diddy, and D, Notts County. Right, in the comment section, who reckons they've got this? Tell me in the comment section what you think. I used to live around the corner from where he lived, in Brixton. Right, yeah. Who's got this one? Anybody got this one? Yes, D. Dom's gone for D. Notts County. Yes, D. Louise has gone for. Yeah. Notts County. There we go. That's correct. All the rest have changed their names at some point. Well done. You figured that one out. I should have put Cananda in, shouldn't I? There we go. Right. And here we go. Here's question 29, which is the odd one out, and why. This is a good one. I like this one. The correct answer is Glenn Close, because she's never won an Oscar. Yeah, Phil Collins has won an Oscar. Peter Capaldi has won an Oscar for a short that he wrote and directed. Oprah Winfrey, I believe it was for The Colour Purple. But I think Glenn Close has been nominated a ridiculous amount of times and never won, which is pretty ridiculous, really. And I imagine, but correct me if I'm wrong, Phil Collins would have won it. I don't think he would have won it. Did he win it for Buster? No. Or did he win it for a song? Did he win it for a song? Let me know if you know. And then we went to our final one, which is the odd one out and why. This is question 30, even though it says 15, Victoria. We've already done this, so don't pipe up, please. The correct answer is Sheffield United. All the others have animal nicknames. You've got Wolves, obviously, the Swans, and Barnet are the Bees. And Sheffield United are the Blades. So, well done if you got that correct. Let me know, thumbs up if you got that correct. Right, then we went through to our picture round. Very, very simple question. 31, what's my role? He's a bishop. Yeah, there we go. He's a bishop. For question 31. Question 32 is Nicole Kidman. Well, then if you got that correct, I think that's quite tricky. If I'd just put who, I think it might have made it more difficult, but there we go. Question 33 is Saved by the Bell. I've got to answer all these in 3 minutes. This is quite stressful. 34 is Space Jam. 35 is solve that. So it is car insurance. So you've got BMW in the middle of insurance. So that makes it car insurance. Well done. Question 36 is Maiden Over. Maiden Over is the correct answer. Let me know how you got on with solving those. Did everyone get those correct? Hang on, I'm just on a little fiddle. Don't mind me. 37 is Frida Kahlo. 38 Name the film. It's Chariots of Fire. 39. Name the group was the Bangles. And who wrote Mary Poppins? Can't find the answer, so I'm gonna have to Google it. P.L. Travers. P.L. Travers, of course it was. I thought I could remember, but there we go. So there we go. That is it. That is that. So that was fun. Really enjoyed that. I hope you had fun too. Look in the comment section. Give us a thumbs up. Chip in if you can, and if you already haven't. And make sure you put your team name and your team name and your score on the Google form. That's fab. We will be back on Wednesday. Yes. See you then. Louise, can you please DM me what you would like a specialist round to be for next Friday? And I will make sure that gets done. I think, is it next Friday? My mum might be here. I think my mum's here. So that's going to be fun. We'll get my mum on. Bloody hell! What are you doing here? Right, okay. Lots of love to you all. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you on Wednesday.